Hello, and welcome to Team Refuse versus Pokemon Club. This is the second match of ESCA Main Season 27 for both of these teams. Team Refuse, of course, with one win so far in the season, and actually not winning the knife round. So Pokemon Club will start on the CT side here on Inferno. This wonderful, wonderful evening for you folks over in Europe watching this, which I assume that's the majority of the viewers in the house right now, but this should be a very interesting matchup for sure because the season, it's just beginning here on ESEA SIVO. I mean, of course, Team Refuse have already played 2 matches, looking to play their third immediately after this, which stay tuned. We will be covering that as well here on Thunderpick TV. Halflex going to be able to get the first kill of the game onto Tease as well as Butters being able to find Anton. This is going to be an A bomb site take right off the bat from these Lithuanian players. It's not going to be hard at all for them to be able to accomplish that. Powney being able to find Pepzer and Halflex once again. Absolutely insane. Already finding 2 kills and Powney finding 2 for himself. That's going to be a very quick start to the game. Very early first round for sure. That is absolutely insane from these players. A great performance already coming out from this terrorist side. And, well, really, we all know how Swedish Counter-Strike is played on a professional level. On ESCA Main, you kind of see a little bit of the same, but just less well executed. I mean, I guess that's the same for any region's ESCA Main playing, but really, Team Refuse should not have too difficult of a time here because already we've seen that Pokemon Club have no hard time just using their utility right off the bat here. Looks like Butters is throwing a grenade right into the boiler area just to clear that out. Make sure there's nobody lurking nearby. And already it's just Tease with a smoke remaining on Pokemon Club. Still 5v5 though, as the board stands. Shouldn't be too ridiculous here for either team to be able to make something happen in this round, though it should be significantly easier for Team Refuse, considering they bought 4 AKs, which is actually kind of a risky buy here, considering losing any weapon will be a grave mistake and a grave loss. But no, it's going to be Carcass to pick up 2 with that Mac 10. That's absolutely deadly. Being able to find Anton as well. Halflex. That is incredible. It's all down to Tease and Pepzer, and well, Halflex will fall with that AK-47, but Carcass could easily recover it, but it's not something that he's too excited to do, so instead it'll be Butters to pick up the Mac-10 and try to make things work, and all 4 AKs will be recovered in the end. Pepzer trying to play for those exits out banana, but not a single soul coming to meet his deadly bullet. And that will be the end of round number 2 for Team Refuse Pokemon Club. I mean, they were expecting more from that eco round for sure. I mean, you usually want to pick up at least 2 kills on the opposition, and they weren't able to do that, but that's not the end of the world by any means. That's for sure. Looking at this, 4 AKs and a Mac-10 once again on Halflex. They just want to they want to put these CTs through the meat grinder as long as they can. Pick up as many kills as possible with that Mac-10 as well. Maybe some suppressive fire from the AK, as we're already seeing Carcass doing a very large amount of damage to Pepzer all the way down middle. This is where things start to take a turn as Halflex, now with the MP7, I said Mac-10, excuse me, is going to be able to find Pepzer's head. Again, it's $600, though it is a significantly more expensive weapon, I'd say, about double the price, or almost double. Carcass is going to get caught out by the P2000. Rather, it's going to be Powney getting killed by the P2000. It's the USP and Edmen that found Carcass. luckily for these terrorists, they're actually going towards this A bomb site. It's a complete fake out over towards B, but unluckily for them, there's an AK in the hands of these CTs now, and Lookshit has to be able to find that frag almost immediately, or else this could get incredibly ugly. Looks like the bloodshed is starting for Team Refuse now. They've lost 2 players in this round. I believe that is the most that they have lost as of yet, which not really saying too much. This is only the 3rd round. Not going to be too incredibly difficult for them to recover from a 2-man loss after playing 3 whole rounds here, but that AK on Vina is not something you want to give away for free. The round will be won, but this round should be fairly strong considering that AK-47. In fact, we're seeing the AWP already coming out. This is match number 2 of ESEA Main Season 27. However, this is the first matchup of the day for Team Refuse. They have one more after this. Butter's going to be throwing that flashbang to allow his team all the way up to wood, hopefully taking that car position, but they know that there will be some contest. And now they even know that there is an AWP in the server. 45 HP on Venues is a very well-placed nade is going to hurt him. Very much so. An AWP also on Carcass is going to make things incredibly difficult here for Pokemonclub, and really winning your first gun round is absolutely important. I wouldn't say it's the most important thing in the world, especially because up until, I'd say, professional level, you really see Inferno be a little more T-sided because it's far more strategy-based, as where the CT side is very heavily call-based. You really have to depend and trust in your teammates in order to make a good CT side happen, and you don't really see that kind of teamwork happen up until the professional level, not this semi-pro main and lower MDL levels. So really, this T-half is going about as well as it should from Team Refuse, and as Vinyas finds the opening frag onto Carcass. That's an op for an op as Luxia trades it back out. A very well-placed spray from Anton and Pepso are going to make this a 2v2 after retrades come out. Luxia still on that AWP near new box is going to be able to find 1 frag, and well, the last has been found out, and there we go. Pound going to finish off the 3rd round for Team Refuse. Again, every single round it seems to be stacking up in kills for Pokemonclub. Team Refuse are down to 2 there, but that was a gun round. This is just going to be pistols once again. If Team Refuse don't let Pokemonclub get a gun round, get a single gun round for, I'd say, if they pick up the next gun round win, Team Refuse, they should be very well off for this half, very well off for this game, because once you lose that second gun round, you really start to, that's when the tilting starts to happen at these lower levels, for lack of a better term. You start to get frustrated with your teammates, with yourself. So Team Refuse could be in a good spot here. Enderman peeking out, doing a good amount of damage to Butters, down to 52 HP. But it's not going to be a push yet from these terrorists, especially because they know that there are at least 2 over on the B bomb site. It's maximum, it's not going to be a stack over at A. Oh, and Butters finding the kill through the smoke and through one of the pillars. Pepser's head will fall completely off. Anton trying to find that 1D. It's not going to happen. Just a good amount of damage on to Carcass now. A very well-placed smoke does mean Luxia's going to get the kill onto Tease for absolutely free. Butter spraying through the smoke to try to stop any push through the library. All these kills through the smoke are oh so lucky, as Butters finds Anton as well. It's all down to Edaman and Vinyas. An eco round with no deaths on Team Refuse is not what Pokemonclub want. They at least want to be able to pick up 2 of these kills, but realistically it's looking less and less possible by the minute. Looks finding Vinyas. And the spray into Edelman. I believe he was crouch walking during that. Very impressive from him. 5 rounds now for Team Refuse. Still 0 on Pokemon Club, but this, I believe, is going to be the most convincing buy we've seen from Pokemon Club yet. It's not a full buy. They could have a little more utility. Head armor on 3 of the players, though absolutely unnecessary, as it is just AKs and AWPs. But definitely would like to see a smoke on Vinyas in the future, but what are you going to do when the money's low? These Peps are taking that position under the porch, rather on the porch. The smoke's already being thrown out towards car. That's a very, very fast way to waste your utility. Not having 5 men with smokes to begin with is kind of a dangerous play, but Edman, he manages to crouch under the spray, and Vinyas through the wall finds Pound. This is the round that Pokemon Club have needed. Anton getting very aggressive is going to find the final 3 frags as well. The first round for Pokemon Club is a very convincing one. Absolutely incredible from the Swedes. Coming out right there. Anton with 3 kills to finish off the round. Absolutely insane. And Vinyas with that wallbang on the half wall, getting the head clear off of those Team Refuse players. Absolutely insane. That is what these counter-terrorists have needed to get themselves into this match. The flashes will go out towards middle. This is by far the most aggressive the Terrorists have been early on in Banana, and this is going to be caught out early on by Vinyas, but he doesn't click fast enough. He's going to fall. Edman is able to trade out onto Pound, but that's all he's going to accomplish. 4v3 already, as the bomb is planted over on B. Butters over on first orange should be able to see Anton here. He does, and sprays a decent amount of damage into him, but through the smoke, gets him all the way down to 1 HP. This is going to have to be a save from Pokemon Club because they're about to get full reset. They don't want to lose these weapons. Team Refuse, they're handing it right back to Pokemon Club. Of course, these Team Refuse players do not want to let any of those weapons be saved. They want to guarantee these rounds, but they don't want to take too much damage economically themselves, as Luxia has already fallen. Tease is going to get that kill for free, it seems. You know that there's 1 in Mini Pit, and only Tease will die in the end. Team Refuse now on 6, up by 5 rounds once again. Only 2 players being able to save their weapons. It's going to be a force around those 2 saved weapons, and honestly, these players on Pokemon Club have way more than they should have, despite being full reset after only winning 1 single round in the entire matchup so far. They are even able to afford that AWP on Vinyas, which is not something you want to let happen if you're Team Refuse. But really, they did all they could. They hunted for the kills, and Pepser got completely off guard by Carcass, as Luxia's looking to find the kill on the person going for the trade, but Tease, he waits it. He waits it out perfectly. Perfect timing will be rewarded for him. And Auto Director is taking a while today. Excuse me for that, but luckily we're not missing any of the action. Smoke grenade being lined up from Butters directly onto that porch side. It's a very interesting smoke. Really enjoy it. All the way from the underpass area. Molly into Moto is definitely a good defensive strategy from these counter-terrorists to try to get a rotate going, but Vinyas, he's calling these terrorists bluff. I feel like they may be wrapping to B, but no, it will be A, and Halflex with the first bullet's gonna just rip Tease's head off. Pound doing the exact same to Anton. That is absolutely incredible. I mean, they were taps, but I believe it was the first bullet of both taps to be able to get those 2 frags. It's all down to Edelman and Vinyas saving that AWP once again. Absolutely imperative, but I think Pound might go for this kill. He just may. They already know that they have the round. They know that these counter-terrorists aren't going to go for it. As Vinyas is able to find the first kill on the Pound, he's not going to save that AWP. That means everything, as they're going to be able to find all 5 kills over on Team Refuse's side. That is incredible. Only one player has any amount of money to work with, and that's Pepsor, who has not been playing phenomenally so far this game. Only 1 kill to his name. Oh, how sad. I assume for the next gun round, he's going to be dropping the AWP for Vinyas, but for now, it's just down to pistols, and Team Refuse should be guaranteed this 8th round for free. Damn near free, that is. It's not going to be any kind of issue. I can almost guarantee you that for certain. Looks spraying in the apartments, isn't going to be able to find anything of meaning, but just that suppressive fire can really go a long way. Molly towards CT, you typically don't see that. Generally just a smoke. Maybe it's to quick deploy the smoke, but it seems that that's what it was for. And Pound going to fall to that deadly P2000, a little known player. Vinyas, the primary AWP, getting that pistol kill means everything. And Butters sprays through the smoke. He's not able to find a single shot on the Pepsor, but how would he without knowing? Carcass, just playing with a P250, interestingly, doesn't do nearly as much damage as he would hope, and now it's just a 2v2. Half-Flex on 1 HP as well. That Molotov's at least going to delay Edaman from pushing. Half-Flex getting this kill onto Pepsor would mean everything, but it's only the lighting. Down to 13 HP that he's able to accomplish right now. This looks, it's going for the plant. They have an idea approximately of where these players are, and well, honestly, this might not happen. Half-Flex is able to get 1 kill, but now it's just down to a 1v1 between Luxia and Edaman. They know where each other are for certain now. Luxia looks for the kill, he peeks out wide, and it works out. Edaman had no clue. The AWP saved as well. Absolutely incredible. From the little Lithuanian that could. I believe Luxia has even played on a team with Kivik, or Kik, the first Lithuanian to ever qualify for the major, or rather make Legends. Absolutely incredible. He probably wants to win these matches and get some sleep so he can cheer on his buddy tomorrow. It is Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow. You lose track of time when you're casting, and you schedule everything around ESEA time, which is bonkers. There goes Vinyas, a very tight gap. He'll be able to find Carcass. In fact, it's considered a wallbang, how tight that was. Edaman getting very aggressive, going to be able to find Pound, but that's all before Butters trades it back out. 3v4, it's still winnable for either team. It's just a little Pokemon Club sided currently. As Anton making that rotate down Speedway, but he's not doing it very speedily. Half-Flex is over still in the apartments, looking to get some lurk frags, or maybe even, if he gets an aggressive play here, might be able to make something happen for Team Refuse. This is what needs to happen, but Vinyas, he's too quick on the AWP, gets the first peek out from Half-Flex right off the bat. Now these stairs are going to start pushing over towards the B bomb site, but Pepsor, he's in a very dangerous position over towards the fountain. It almost always works out, and Pepsor, he's able to get 1 frag as well as Anton to secure Pokemon Club's 2nd round. But of course, the pockets, they're starting to run pretty deep in these terrace pockets, or wallets? I may have said that a little strangely. The money, they've got a lot of it. That's all that matters. Full buy now from both teams for the very first time. I mean, we've seen full guns, but it's a full buy from Pokemon Club for the very first time at least. Could consider Carcass not having an AWP as not being a full buy. It's a rifle buy. Pepsor, he tries to get the spray into Pound, but no, he'll fall instead. Edmund looking to trade frag, and that's exactly what he's going to do, a triple! But no, maybe not the quad. That was an incredible spray from him, but it's traded back out. A 2v3. These stairs are already on the bomb site. They could have found amazing positions by now, but they've let Vinyas get all the way up to the coffins. An amazing flick will find the death of Luxia. Pokemon Club finally finding their way into this match. It took them so long, but a third round finally comes out. The Swedes starting to pick up some steam. All of this money in Pokemon Club finally being seen. They have not had a single amount of money over a single round buy before, but now they're looking to start to create a buffer for future rounds as they've been able to win the last two finally. That is absolutely incredible from Pokemon Club after Team Refuse seemed to have a stranglehold over them. They only have the one player with an AK on Luxia, who's able to find Tease, which is a very good start to the round. But Anton, a quick double spray down. He might make it 3 right now, but Butters, he falls back just in time. Not picking up the AK, which is a little strange, but being able to find the kill onto Anton. That makes this a 2v3. It's winnable here for Team Refuse, though still shouldn't be too difficult for Pokemon Club. Butters finally has that AK in hand. That is a good start. Vinyas here gets the free kill into Butters, who got a little too aggressive for his own good. This is a free round for Pokemon Club. Not quite sure what the T side was thinking in that strategy. A little strange. A little strange from that T side. Pokemon Club now on 4 rounds as we enter round number 13. They're halfway to tying up Team Refuse. Of course, it's not even possible in this half to get those 8 rounds. No, 3 is the best he can hope for. 5 AKs once again in the hands of Team Refuse. And again, like I said, this CT side is really difficult if you don't trust the calls of your teammates, which is really why you see a lot of newer teams not be too great at Inferno. It's typically teams with older cores that tend to really stride on this map. Luckily, the Lithuanian pro scene isn't the largest, and many of these players all know each other, so hopes for their CT half and good trust. Oh my goodness, this boost is so smart. It's just a traditional boost, but they used it to see over the smoke so Teens can get the kill, get the information for Anton to find Carcass as well. It's absolutely phenomenal. Pepser finding Butters. That is a great first half finally coming out from Pokemon Club. They're not going to be able to win the half by any means point-wise, but they are definitely starting to pick up the steam that they need to make this match happen for them. Edman and Vinyas finishing off the round. 5 now for the Swedish team. Buying here will be very, very difficult for Team Refuse, so they're going to try to stay as close to 2K as they can, but it's just not possible in the end to have any kind of meaningful buy in this round and still be able to buy for the last round of the half. Quick push towards that A-bomb site, it seems. Of course, it's only 4 players. Bomb still towards Banana. Back by T stairs. This is an interesting strategy. They have the UMP all the way back still. Trying to take Banana control by himself. Luckily for him, these counter terrorists are taking a much more passive position. Should make this a little more simple for Team Refuse as they try to wrap around towards Arch. Vinyas gets 1 kill, but he's not going to find the second. Halflex doing God's work with that P250. He might be getting a little too aggressive here, though. Looks does have the AK-47, finding Pepser. It's all down to Edmund. This was such a smart play from Team Refuse. This was the round that they've needed. One UMP has turned into 2 AKs and an AWP versus Edmund, who really just needs to save this AK. He has all of his utility left. Going for this would mean horrible things for the economy going into the final round of the half. I mean, they're looking good, but not amazing. T's not going to be able to full buy in the next round if Edmund's not able to drop. So it looks like he's just going to play for exits here. Not guaranteeing the round, and Look's just going to find the kill for free. You gotta save those, boy. You gotta be able to save those. 9 rounds for Team Refuse. They're up by 4 now. Of course, they were at one time up by 5. Won the first 5 rounds of the half. They're looking to make this a 10-5 half if everything goes according to plan for them, but Pokemon Club don't want that to happen. They'll do anything in their power to stop it. A very quick banana control all the way up to Car, considering it's going to be Pepser falling back in the end. Also have complete middle control. This is where Inferno is one of the more interesting maps. Even with that kill in apartments through the boiler door, they could still wrap all the way around to B. Anton finds a gap in the smoke, but isn't able to get anything done with it. Oh, and I'm not quite sure what the idea is here. Anton gets the kill into Luxia for free. They knew that there was someone on our side. I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Everyone's turning their backs against each other. Vinya's able to find 2 kills in Mini Pit. It's a 2v2. It's still anybody's round. This could be the 10-5 and this could be the 9-6 right here. It all depends on what happens in these next 40 seconds now that the bomb has been planted. Carcass finding Pepser almost guarantees the round, but still, Edmund could make something incredible happen. Shut up, Windows. Carcass finds the final frag. Absolutely phenomenal. From the boys back home in Lithuania, up by 5 at the start of half number 2. Pistol round should be starting almost immediately. There we go. Here we are starting up in half number 2. Very, very quickly. Five-round lead for the Lithuanians, but really 10-5 is kind of the basis for comebacks, it seems. As far as the realm of possibility for winning a game after being down by a large margin, I'd say 10-5 is really where you start to see it happen often. Of course, you can end up winning 15-0 games if you win all 15 rounds on your T side, but it's not even going to be that difficult. Dropping that bomb is going to send an audio cue to the player playing Mini Pit over on Team Refuse. Surprised that hasn't prompted a full rotate yet. Maybe he didn't hear it, but Pound and Carcass both able to find frags. Carcass got to find his second as well. It's down to a 4v2, making a 3v2. Halflex gets edited. Anton, his best bet right now is just getting that bomb down, trying to make some money for this terrorist side. So that hopefully they won't be out for the count nearly as long as they were in the first half. It's still going to be an 11th round for Team Refuse. Almost immediately. That was such a good start to your CT half. Like I said, it's all about those calls, and well, maybe the player in Mini Pit didn't hear the bomb being dropped. Maybe it was slightly too far away, but still, those rotates came immediately. In fact, Halflex, he was just waiting for a player to get aggressive in arches, and it worked out perfectly for him. How incredible is that? Still just pistols on Pokemon Club, a familiar sight for the Swedish team at this point. Wouldn't be too surprised if this first game of the day for Team Refuse didn't go on for too long. Butters getting the first kill into Anton. Not too surprising considering it was a pistol versus a rifle. In real life, would you expect any different? T is going to get lit down to 41. These counter-terrorists are getting super aggressive here. Carcass being able to find 2 and 3. He will eventually fall to T's, but Halflex is just going to shut down any hope in that man's eyes. Immediately, 12-5. There's a 7-round lead now for the Lithuanians. This is not going to be easy for Pokemon Club, but luckily because of that bomb plant in the pistol round, these terrorists are going to be able to buy here in just round number 3 of half number 2. For those of you that can't do math, that's round number 18. Trust me, it's okay if you can't. I can't do math sometimes. Pound does get aggressive and finds the first kill on the T. Is Halflex finding Anton as well, but Vinyas is too good. He's found 2 kills of his own. Luckily, Edmund will die, and that'll be a Galil. Not quite the weapon he was hoping for. The hands of Luxia. It's a 2v2. Still possible for either team. Really interesting play from Team Refuse. Sometimes these aggressive plays don't make any sense to me whatsoever. Currently, seems to be Butters trying to do good amounts of damage. Both players on that terrorist side are lit now. Both around 40 HP. 83 split between the two of them, though. Damage through the box will be done, and Pepser's going to be on 1 HP, but looks not going to be able to get anything done. 12-6, Pokemon Club once again having the score of Team Refuse. The money not entirely there on the CT side, but they should have enough here to force. Which actually it doesn't look like they're going to do. They're just going to save for that full buy. It looked like a comeback was possible for Pokemon Club at one point, but Team Refuse have really kind of shut that down. It's all riding on this round on whether or not that's still possible for the Swedes. My money is that it's always still possible. They're on a gun round still, a rifle buy even. Only one player not on an AK, and an aggressive play from Pound will be caught out. This is the Force. Interesting. They have 2 M4s, or had 2 M4s. Pound died in the balcony area. Towards alt middle, getting aggressive, only being able to find a little sliver of damage onto Edmund. Not nearly what you would hope to find. These Deagles need to do so much work right now if Team Refuse want to make this comeback impossible for Pokemon Club. Something you see a lot at this level of play is lining up your crosshair to your teammate's head. And while a very well-placed trade frag comes out, well, from Butters MJ, he's actually going to be traded out instead. He was supposed to be the one getting the trade kill, but somehow Carcass, he walked away with his life. Just 21 HP. Luxia, he's really the one that has to do everything here. He does have full HP. Halflex is going to be able to make it slightly easier, finding 1. Luxia has already found 1 kill, finds the head of Anton, but that's not enough. 6 HP. 7 rounds for Pokemon Club now. That is phenomenal. That this is even possible still for the Swedish team. Should not be possible by any means. But, you know, this is Counter-Strike. It's always possible. It can be 15-0. You can still come back and win. Looking at this, Vinyas is waiting for yet another aggressive play from Team Refuse. It's a 5-man stack, or rather 4-man, towards the B-bomb site. Sorry, Carcass, didn't see you there in apartments. Oh my goodness. This is a terrible, terrible read. Carcass might be able to get something done here. Free kill onto T's, but that's all he's going to be able to find. Just the information for the rotate from those counter-terrorists. Butters is going to be able to do a lot of good damage to Vinyas. Pound getting Anton as well. Maybe this could work. But no, Vinyas playing far too aggressively. He's going to be able to find 1 kill, but that's all. 2v2 now, as Luxia does have an AK-47 and armor. Halflex even with head armor to his name. Edelman very low himself on 37 in that pit. It's going to have to be a fast play, and Halflex finds the kill. This is winnable. It's all down to Pepser. Halflex will fall, and now it's all down to him versus Luxia, and Pepser will pull it out in the end. 8 rounds now for the Pokemon Club. Team Refuse only up by 4 rounds once again. They need to buy here, and they need to hit it home as fast as humanly possible. This is their chance to do that. Buy round number, well, this is number 2 since they got full reset. Absolutely amazing what Pokemon Club are accomplishing. They've only been able to pick up 3 rounds this half, but, well, when you've only played 5 to completion, that's all you want. It's already down to a 3v3 after trade after trade after trade has happened. There goes Halflex getting aggressive, hearing that flash being thrown, but Edmund in position to trade once again. This is such a strange round that you don't really see at this level of play all too often. It's all down to a 2v2, and, well, these counter-terrorists have to make a gamble. Does seem like they might be playing for the retake here. But no, Luxia is finally rotating down Speedway, making that aggressive play. There is utility to be thrown. Vinny's does have that AWP. He might even just dry peek this and find Luxia, and that could be the round. Already in the chapel, though, is Luxia, looking to make this incredibly difficult, impossible even, for the terrorists. Vinny's will fall. That's the AWP and the bomb. Well-placed Molotov as well is going to make this that much more difficult. Butters going to be able to get the kill, walking away with just 16 HP of his own. Hiding in car, stopping any kind of rotate out. That was a really smart play from Team Refuse. And, well, honestly, that full resets that terrorist side, and it's going to make it not the prettiest of situations for these terrorists. They're down by 5 once again, where they were starting to put themselves in a good position once again. All for naught, though. Does seem like these terrorists do have some very good strats on Inferno, but maybe that 5-10 first half was a little too much to swallow for the Swedes. Carcass finding Edelman. It's going to prompt a half rotate from Butters, and here he goes all the way down Speedway. Looks like it's the right call to make, but these terrorists could rotate at any second. Luxia might be playing too aggressively himself. Because all it would take from Vinyas is to just swing around the quarter, just blindly firing that CZ, and that's a dead Luxia on the floor. Or the ground. He's not inside. It's considered the ground when you're not inside. Again, Refuse, they're not done yet. In this match, or the next yet. Of course, there are 2 games to be played today. 4v5, just pistol, shouldn't be too difficult. Pepser does have that AK-47 and a MAC-10 on Anton. Getting those out of the hands of these terrorists means everything, and Butters is able to find both, in fact. It's all down to Tease and Carcass. He's going to find both kills, 3 in total for the round, 14 for Team Refuse. Once again, you're not going to be able to buy for Pokemon Club. You're going to have to play for the tie. They're going to have to win 7 in a row if they're not able to pick up this eco round here. It's not a pretty sight for the Swedes today as the Lithuanians to pick up their 2nd win of ESCA main. Season 27. Can't believe it's season 27 already. Pound already just going to go to town and find 2 kills. T's finding 2 though before Carcass trades it out and finds a 2nd for himself. All with the Deagle. He had an AWP, but he doesn't even need it. 15 rounds match point for Team Refuse. Carcass, you're doing God's work, man. 20 and 15. Top frag of the server, which is weird to say considering this match is almost over, but Pokemon Club might not even push double digits here, which is a good thing to see if your Team Refuse. And Anton getting stabbed in the back, quite literally by his teammate. It was a left click, though. Not too much damage inflicted. Luxia's going to stand in the Molotov, which is probably an accident. He sees a gap in the left side of the smoke. This could be huge. Looks like Butters is trying to set himself up to trade, and not yet, though. So it's going to be Tease blindly firing through the smoke, pushing all the way through. The half flex, it's all down to Pound, who's holding excellently, picks up 3, which makes this still winnable for the counter terrorist. It's a 2v2. The problem now is rotates. Tease might be timing this just wrong, but no, turns out just right. There falls Butters. It's all down to Luxia, who could easily win this. The bomb's still not down. He is all the way over in apartments towards the site. All Tease has to do is be able to pick up this kill, and that's it. 8 HP. Nothing too difficult for Tease here. He picks up 3 in round number 24. So we enter 25. Refuse have enough to buy here, and they're hoping to hit it home right here, right now, or else we're going to see a few more rounds in this match. Because they're not going to be able to win the one immediately following this either. They just got full reset. There's time for a comeback. It's right now. Pound getting aggressive is already going to find Tease, though. Looking for that second kill, but Vinya's way too good. And this matchup just peeks around the corner and finds Luxia as well. Pepser going to kill Half-Flex. It's already down to a 4v2. It's not easy. It's never easy. You think you're guaranteed the win, but it's never guaranteed. A 2v3. Of course, this still could be the game for Team Refuse, but it's no simple task. It's no short order for them. Now, these counter-terrorists are just going to try to save these weapons, it seems. Make sure that there aren't any T's playing too aggressively. So that they're able to save those weapons going in to round number 26. May even be able to do some economic damage if Pepser gets too aggressive here out towards CT. Does look like that is a possibility. In fact, looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. No, he may be peeking out the second that the bomb goes off. Maybe not at all. That's a little strange. There we go. That was strange. Did not see any kind of gunfight come from that. No weapon at all on 3 of these counter-terrorists. They are just stuck with their default pistols. Should be an 11th round for Pokemon Club. They push double digits. Color me impressed, Pokemon Club. Your name is ridiculous. Your aim on one of your players is nutty. You have my respect. Team Refuse not looking to win this game quite yet. It would be horribly shameful for these terrorists to lose at this point in time. They only have 2 rifles to go up against, so it's not as easy as an eco round. In fact, is Luxia AFK? I can't tell if he's AFK or just waiting in spawn for the call. No, he is definitely AFK, because Carcass definitely just caught out some terrorist action. What in the world? Carcass does have that AWP. Already finding 1 kill for himself. He's tucked out in that library corner. Luxia, what's happening, man? Why wasn't there a timeout called? Not like this. There falls Half-Flex. Carcass finding 1 more as well. There's the flashbang. He's able to pick up another kill into Edmund. There's a man advantage, and it looks like Luxia has come back right on time. 2 men left on the server, and Carcass is going to get caught out by Anton. These 2 counter-terrorists do have AKs, though. They might go for this. Is Luxia going to make this possible? It's all the way up to library, about to cross into Moto. It's going to fall there as well. Vinya sprays directly into his chest, turning him into a block of Swiss cheese. Oh, Butters, he doesn't want to enter the paper shredder either. Looking for exits now, trying to hold on to that AK-47. That round was far too close for comfort. I'd consider that too close for comfort, at least. I mean, winning that round kind of did hurt the economy of Pokemon Club. Not as much as losing would have, but if it wasn't 15-11 and Team Refuse needed more than one round, picking up this round win right here would still almost guarantee the win. The economy won't be too pretty going into next round either, but as Halflex, he gets legged immediately by Vinyas. He's already at 18 HP himself. Anton looking to push into these apartments, or rather, watch for the push himself. Looksha does get the AWP out of Vinyas' hands, which makes things a little more possible for Team Refuse here. Of course, Halflex, not even practically out of the picture yet, because with 18 HP, he can still kill all 4 remaining members without even taking a scratch. But he's not going to be difficult to deal with. These terrorists know where he is. An attempted pop flash into the apartments, but it was thwarted by a little thing I like to call a doorway. Carcass looking for this push here. These terrorists are trying to wrap around. Carcass is going to get the double spray down. That almost guarantees the game. It's all down to Anton versus 5, and there we go. Team Refuse. Butters will finish it off. 16-11.